it's 2026, and if I told you 5 years ago that I would launch a production-ready static site within hours, you would call me crazy. But actually, we can do that now. Back then, you need to know how to center a div, but today you don't need to know that. You don't even need to know what a div is. So for half technical people, this is amazing because they can now build the design they have in mind using agents. So I will show you how I do that in today's world. So let's start by opening up a new folder and let's name it as example blog site. So I will start by creating a blog site from scratch. You need to spin up a terminal and just start with Cloud. You can use whatever agent you have. You can use OpenCode, Codex, Pi, whatever you have in your hand. I use Cloud currently. So in this Cloud instance, I will give the agent the instructions, but I will not leave the thinking to the agent. So I will lay down the technical foundation in the prompt, and you should do that too. Otherwise, the agent will do whatever it thinks is right for the requirements. I cannot trust the agent on decisions. I will be the one who decides, and it will only do the coding part, not the thinking. So currently I use Astro for static sites. That's my choice because it is easier than Hugo and it is using JavaScript, which means agents can easily do JavaScript. So it's much faster and I think it has lots of resources, so better for beginners too. Let's give the agent instructions. So build a static site using Astro. This site will be a personal blogging site where the owner will share blog posts. Use a minimal light theme. Use Tailwind CSS for styling. I gave it the requirements, just like, for example, you are guiding your developer to tell him what you want. So in this case, Cloud is our developer, so you're telling the agent what to do. Use a minimal light theme, use Tailwind for styling, what else? Add an about page. Have a header menu with owner name, with example blog site, title on the left, and about and blog menu items on the right. So try to be explicit about what you want. In this example, I will keep it short because I'm just showing you the capabilities of the agent. But in your real use case, try to give the agent what you know and what you don't know. So if your site is too complicated, like it contains multiple pages with multiple components, I highly suggest you to just lay down the foundation of the site and then spin up new, fresh agents to do the rest of the components and the pages. Otherwise, the context will get crowded and the agent will start to hallucinate, which leads to a bad website. But in this case, we're just building a sample website, which is an easy thing for it. Yeah, we can also request add a light and dark theme switch on top too, because people have preferences. Add to sample blog content. Let's give it a go. If it things require an information from me, it will ask to me, otherwise it will just do it. Before the agents come, we just like hand coded every part of it, which takes time, and I think you'll start to like waste time on the not important part. But with this technology, I think we can focus on the important parts, and I highly suggest for like technical stuff like this. But if you are doing highly complicated thing, then you can, write it yourself. So it is building the basics, the structure of the site, created the header components. So you don't need to know what components are. You can just tell the agent, change this, add this, whatever. So let's just wait for it to finish. Okay, the agent finished running. It took 3 minutes, 20 seconds, and it installed all the dependencies and tested the build pass. Looks like it passed. Let's look at what we get as a result. So I will start the server by npm run dev. You can access it locally, localhost 431. Yeah, okay. So it created this. Yes, this in 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So what I requested is I wanted a title and a menu, and I wanted this theme switch, which looks like working. Um, we have blog posts like click this, why I like minimal design. It's edits this. Yeah, I think it's amazing. We also have the about page. So it's literally done what we told to do it. So if you are someone who don't know how to code or how to build a static site and you want to build something simple, I think this is the way for you to go. Other than like using the site builders like Webflow, WordPress, I think this one is much lighter and you can host it for free without paying for the hosting. Uh, so yeah, and the cool part is like, okay, I built the site, but how can I deploy it? You don't know that maybe. So you can just ask the agent, how can I deploy the site so it can be accessible on the internet? You can just ask it, and it will probably come up with Netlify GitHub pages options. Yeah, it even tells you the options, and it can set up it for you as well. It will guide you. So I think you can get something out within hours by using something like Cloud.